Hi Cancer, this is your astrology prediction for July 2013 with me, Lada from Lada, where you can find out what your ascendant, sun and moon signs are in my birth chart calculator, because it's always most important to check your prediction for the ascendant sign and also the moon sign. For instance, in India, if you go to astrology, they would only tell your prediction according to your moon sign. In Western astrology, if you go to a professional astrology, they'll tell your prediction according to your ascendant sign. Very few astrologers will tell your prediction only according to the sun sign, like the magazines do, and everyone knows just their sun sign. So make sure you find your sun, as you know usually your sun sign. If you're born in July, you're probably Cancer. But find your ascendant and moon signs, which are much more personal. They change every few hours, the sun and moon signs, so they'll give you much more in-depth understanding about the future. So what happens if you have a few planets in Cancer, or ascendant, or moon, or sun there? Well, what's happening for you in July? The biggest news is that Jupiter, the planet in opportunity, the planet of opportunities and growth, is moving into your sign in Cancer. It happens once in 12 years. So it's the big year for a lot of Cancers. Whether it's your ascendant sign, if it's your ascendant sign that is in Cancer, then Jupiter goes into your first house. Wherever Jupiter passes once in 12 years, this is where opportunities come for. So for Cancers, I'm not saying those opportunities will come straight from July. For different people, they'll come at different parts of the year, and I'll be giving you the days and the degrees of the ascendant, or the days of the birth, which people will feel them and when. But I'm giving you an overall view now what will happen when Jupiter is in your sign. This is time for rejuvenation, for healing, and for growth. And the first house, when Jupiter transits the ascendant, for instance, if it's in Cancer, often people have an opportunity to start something they've always wanted, or to start a new career, or to find what their vocation in life is. The first house is your path in life, your dharma, what you're meant to be, what you're meant to do, what you truly are, what your best talents are. And if you do what your best talents are and who you really are, you're following your dharmic path, which is the path of fulfillment. For instance, you might want to be an actress because you've seen those movie actresses, and and you want to be like that, but actually you're as much the more you follow, you try and be an actor, the less happy and dissatisfied you become, and it's just things are not working out. Or even if you become an actor, you're just not feeling satisfied, because your dharma, your path of happiness might be to be, for instance, an accountant, And when you become accountant only, you'll be able to feel fulfillment and happiness and joy from life. And when Jupiter transits the first house, or the sign of Cancer, whether it's your sun, your moon, or your ascendant, particularly if it's your ascendant in Cancer, the person, and the sun as well in Cancer, the person can find what their dharma is. What are they meant to be? Who are they meant to be? They discover who they are more. They gain clarity about their talents and about the path of happiness that they should follow. Maybe they'll read something. Maybe you will read something. You'll see something on the news within the next month. Or maybe a new opportunity will come for you to study something. Or maybe someone will tell you something that will resonate very true for you, and you feel, this is what I'm meant to be. This is what I'm supposed to be and become. Some people move to live in different countries because all of a sudden they get this inspiration. And it's not because they're forced. Jupiter never forces you. Jupiter brings you an opportunity. And you feel immediately inspired towards it. You feel like if it's the right place for you to be, if it's part of your dharma, the path of fulfillment and happiness, you just feel like, wow, I really want to go there. Like I feel inspired. Or to start new beginnings. When Jupiter transits the first house of your sun, moon, ascendant, you just feel inspired for a new beginning, to do something completely new. And it's not because you're forced, for instance, because you've been fired, and because you're like starving or whatever, and you have to try something new. No, Jupiter helps you start something new and inspires you to do it by you getting excited about it, by you learning about it, and by opportunity coming to you, which is easy, which is smooth, which is like, wow. Of course, you have to make the effort as well, but it's doors will open to you more easily. Or if you've been working on something for a long time and it just hasn't been giving results, when Jupiter comes into your first house, when it transits your sign of the sun, or the moon, or the ascendant, now things finally start moving. If you've been working hard, Jupiter brings you the result. Jupiter brings you the blessings of God. Jupiter brings you the rewards of your hard work. So for Cancers, it's a reward time. It's a payback time for the hard work. Or those of you who or just time of finding the true path, time of finding their vocation, time of finding their true soul, time of following their bliss almost, as I said, finding the dharma, finding the most meaningful things. And a lot of people start studying when Jupiter is around. When Jupiter is transiting their sign, they get inspired and they start to study something new, which will bring great new opportunities for growth and expansions. Jupiter is the planet of self-knowledge and the planet of high education. So those of you who are intending to study something, great time for you if you're Cancer, and you'll feel inspired and you feel like you're clicking. But mostly a lot of you will discover their passion, I'm not saying everyone, some people might have to wait, some Cancers for another 12 years, but something, at least they will discover something that will put them in the right path for the next 12 years at least, and when Jupiter transits the Sun, for instance, if your Sun is in Cancer, within the next 12 months, you might have a chance for a new career and growth in your career, because the Sun rules your career, the Sun rules your achievements in the working place, the Sun rules your goals and dreams, goals like the things that makes you shine, the things that you're striving towards. The Sun, this is like this masculine energy of achievements, and success. So some of you might have great success in your career. And particularly in July, let's see who will Jupiter help with its new, this initiative, this new beginning, this new surge of life, these new ideas, these new inspirations, these new opportunities, this triggering of things happening in your life. It will be for those of you who have their ascendant or their moon from 0 to 8 degrees, and also for all the June-born Cancers. So basically those Cancers that are born from most of the June-born Cancers, Sun in Cancer. This means that when I'm giving the days that the Sun is in Cancer, so June-born Cancers, career success for them very likely in July, or new opportunities in their career or something with their goals. Or if you're June-born woman, the Sun represents men in your life. So some of the June-born Cancer women, they can meet someone. Jupiter brings an opportunity for a man or something good coming to your life through a male individual. Or through some authority figures or through some government figures. If you're expecting something from government or authority figures, July is the time it can happen for you. Or the end of June as well. And also, the Sun, as I said, its goals, its work, its inspiration, its confidence. Your confidence grows, your health improves, your resistance to, to bugs and things like that improves as well. And God, don't the June-born Cancers need that, because for the past 3-4 years, Cancers have been going through Uranus, Pluto transits, especially the last 2 years has been quite intense on the June-born Cancer. So they need some healing touch of Jupiter, some new inspiration. They need some, things to start working now. If your moon is from 0 to 8 degrees, or your ascendant in Cancer, well, the moon is women, so the growth and opportunities can come from women or from relationships. For the ascendant people as well, ascendant is directly related to relationships and love, and you feel more confident, and because of that others feel more attracted towards you and want to surround you, and you can have successful activations of plans and goals right now. Or if you've been feeling down, you can just feel rejuvenation and new opportunities coming. Your moon in from 0 to 8 degrees also is your home and your family. Positive developments can be happening there. The moon is your emotional well-being, so Jupiter will make you much more optimistic. Also, for any kind of Cancer from 0 to 8 degrees, Jupiter makes you extremely much more optimistic during this period and energized. So for all Cancers overall, 12 months ahead, I predict a lot of growth and opportunities will be happening. But just in July, there is Mercury, Moon, and Sun. Mercury, Moon, and Mars, 3 planets activating again the sign of Cancer. So for a lot of you Cancers, you will start those new changes and transformations and initiations, because first house rules starting new things from July onwards. A lot of you might get more energy. If you want to start something, wait till July comes, or at least till the end of June, the last the last 7, 8 days of June before you start doing new things, because this is when planets help you. Don't try start things in June yet. July is the time for you when you feel the support as well and you feel the energy. Before that, you might be feeling more exhausted. But July is your month. Honestly, a lot of things are happening. You feel energy because two masculine planets, Sun and Mars, are in your first house, and Sun and Mars put you towards activity. They give you the push to be to be active, even physically active. And you might be a little bit more abrasive and pushy even. You might be a little bit more stressed because there's a little bit too much cruel energy there triggering your body and your actions. So there might be some days of tension and arguments, but otherwise it's okay. And Venus is in your second house of possessions just for the month of July. It's a short, quick, positive influence. And Venus is the small benefic wherever Venus passes, it gives you positive things within a month, no longer. Not like Jupiter for 12 months where things can really grow and develop there. But Jupiter in your second house of possessions and resources, it means that on a more mundane level, some of you might feel like better food, because second house is the food, we feed ourselves. They can feel like pampering themselves a bit more. They can feel like buying themselves some beautiful clothes, because Venus rules beauty, and second house is our possessions. So beautiful, like, I'm not saying you're going to be spending more, but if you buy any objects right now, it will be quite a wise and choice. It will be quite objects, especially objects of beauty that you're going to appreciate for quite a long time, and you're going to like them a while. So anything which is to do with resources, with money, with objects, you'll have a bit more luck with those things during July. Anyway, Cancers, I'm not. This is what's the prediction for you for July, and good luck and write your impressions.